Hello. Oh my gosh, I really choked. Okay, sorry. I'm a little bit flustered because I just saw when I opened my emails that I had sent out something saying that it was at 7:30 and not 7. Thanks for that, brain. So, whoops. Hopefully, I just raced through sending another email, which meant that I didn't get time to finish my muesli bar, which I really need something in my stomach right now because I can't remember if I had lunch. Oh yes, I did. I had lunch, but I'm starving, and I was supposed to have early dinner, but someone was late, and so yeah, buggered that. Anyway, hi Cameron. Excuse me, eating my muesli bar. Hi Tammy, how are you? I'm just gonna double check that everything's working. How is the sound? Hello Bert, how are you? Let me know if you can hear everything okay on your end. I'm just gonna check here and triple check, and hey, while you're here and I'm here and we're on our computers or devices of some description, we could always just give it a little share. Yeah, let's. I'm here and we're on our computers or devices of some description. We could always just give it a little share. Excellent. I think it's working. Happy days. And I can see comments from Maryland. Hey Jeff, long time no see. Hi Stuart. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. This is nice. Enjoying having you guys here already. That's great. Okay, so let's kick it off, hey? Let's do a song. I'm so excited. Now, I did the same as I did last week. I got my songs out and got them all ready to go, but it's been happening all week where I will open a tab and instead of it being there when I go to it, it disappears. So I've been fighting with technology all week actually. So hopefully we don't have too much tonight, because I did spend about 4 hours on Monday trying to troubleshoot some of the troubles we were having glitching last week, and hopefully that's all sorted. So checking in, guys. How are we all? How's your week going? We're past hump day. It's now Thursday, so we're on the home stretch for some of us, depending on if you work weekends. How has your week been thus far? And in the meantime, while you're answering that, I'm going to sing for you a song that I wrote back in 2021 called The Trigger and the Gun. And I feel like because I haven't been doing live streams that it's been such a long time since I've played any of my songs. So my finger is finally not got black nail on it anymore, and yes, it's healing nicely. So this is good. We've got good things. This song I wrote about relationships that aren't necessarily good for us, and with the I guess hindsight being 2020, that personal realization that sometimes you can do everything within your power to try and work things out and talk to someone and try and talk them around and try to make someone see the light, and some people just don't want to, and there are options besides trying to argue someone around to seeing things your way or constantly being on repeat with the same issues, I guess. So this is called The Trigger and the Gun. I've been pacing this floor like it's gonna get me somewhere. It's a well-worn track, doesn't take me long to get here. And with all this history running through my veins. It's a script and a scene, and it's stuck on replay. And I've grown tired of buying in, playing games that I was never gonna win. If I'm the trigger, you're the gun. Best chance that I had is to run. Every conversation is the same damn story. I'm sure every one of my friends think it's getting boring. And I can finally see my part in the problems, and the nothing I do is ever really gonna solve them. And I've grown tired of buying in, playing games that I was never gonna win. If I'm the trigger, you're the gun. Best chance that I had is to run. Okay. Excuse me for just 1 second. Apologies. I heard a... Oh, I didn't close the door. Okay, sorry. I heard the wind slam a door, and then I thought someone was home, and I've told everybody to stay away until 8 p.m. And I heard a door slam, and then I could hear the dog walking around. I have spent the last, 6 months or something, I don't know how long it's been, soundproofing this room, but we've still got a doorway and a door to paint. So there's only one door, which means that all the sound in the house is still coming straight in at the moment. Hopefully by this time next week, we won't have those sorts of issues anymore. I might come back to that song later on. Let me see who's here. Oh my gosh, I am sweating now because I just panicked. Louise, hello, hi. Yes, I do have a very magical face cream and a filter. Hi Sandra. So nice to see you pop up in here. You've moved to Concord Hospital? Well, that's cool. Okay, hi Stuart. And how's the recovery going? Yes, you can now talk amongst yourselves. Deborah, I'm back though now, so now that I've read that. Oh my gosh, okay. I've just got to settle back into my body because I've just left it. All right, let's do a song, shall we? Let's do a song. Let's do one for Bert. Seeing as though Bert was the first tip in my jar this week. Thank you so much, Bert, for your tip. Let's do Brothers. And we'll dedicate it to Laura from Bert. Oh, and it's also my niece's birthday today, Freya. Happy birthday, Freya. She's 2 today. 6, brothers. All right. Now, I wrote this in March 2020. I wrote a lot of songs around that time. We were just gone into lockdown, and I decided to make use of that time. And I locked myself in my room and decided that I'd only come out if I wrote 5 songs. I made it to 4, which was pretty good. This is one of them. It's called Brothers. I remember playing in the yard, stealing only your matchbox cars. I remember the day you lost my cat. I never forgave you for that. Should have forgave you for that. I remember scaring you for fun. That's the kind of sister that I was. I remember laughing at your hair. I wasn't so nice to you then. Should have been nicer back then. 'Cause God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me brothers. I remember climbing trees so tall, looking down at you when you were small. Remember the time that you set the house on fire. I was a belligerent child, but you were so reckless and wild. And God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me brothers. And I could never understand the patience that you had, the way that you let things roll off your back. You still laughed the way you did when we were just 2 little kids. It's the laughter and those memories that I miss. 'Cause God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand our mother. Thank God he gave me. God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me brothers. Through a song without any mishaps or technological difficulties. I don't know if that's technical difficulties. Ah, yes. Alrighty. I'll bring you down just a tad, because I feel like I'm far away. Alright. I'm glad you love this song. Yes, we do still need to write a song for Laura. We really do. She's just missing out, isn't she? So, here's a question for you. Tell me, what was one thing that happened this week that was good? I want to hear from everyone, please. One good thing from this week. And while you're thinking about that, and I'm thinking about that, well, I'm not going to be thinking about that because I'm going to concentrate very, very hard on this next song, which is called Dream, or The Bird. In front of me it says Dream and The Bird in brackets. And this I wrote about dating. When you find yourself single after so long of not being single, it's especially in today's landscape, it can be very interesting to see what's happening in the world and how things are done and how people are. So there's that, but there's also me, like how I show up in the dating landscape, like with all of my own background and my own insecurities and all of that kind of stuff. So it's I found it interesting realizing how much I kind of armor up, if that makes sense. So this is called Dream, and I hope you like it. And just a quick shout out to Cameron. Thank you very much for the tip in my jar, Cameron. I very much appreciate it. This is called Dream. It can be hard to see through my skin. Armor is heavy when you're out on a limb. The difficulty is a thing we don't need at this age. So we keep passing through, like turning a page. What I'd give for a night to lay in the arms of a lover, to be held safe and warm, knowing I am adored. Not a chance, it ain't happening. But I can close my eyes and dream. I got a life I chose on my own. It came at the price of being alone. And intimacy is a thing I don't need at this stage. So I'm telling myself a bird's safe in its cage. What I'd give for the chance to be held close and dance with a lover, to be touched by a man with love in his hands. Not a hope, it ain't happening. But I can close my eyes and dream. like a bird in the wind, fish in the sea, a breeze through a tree. I can dream. Well, yeah. Hi, Phoenix. Canada. I have no idea. Well, no idea whatsoever. I have no plans, but that's not to say never. I'm glad that you had that's a win for you, Stuart. Moving to rehab at Concord, that's really good. I'm proud of you for stepping out of that comfort zone. Good on you. And no problems about not being in a position to tip at the moment. My goodness, of course, I know that you're not working and everything that's going on with you, but that goes to anybody. If you're not in the position to tip, I do not expect you to tip. I'm very, very grateful for the tips that I get, but I'm also very happy for people to just watch and say hi and listen to my songs. I love that. So, yes, where were we? That was Dream. And look, there's only 11 people on this live stream that I can see right now. So I feel like it'd be okay if I showed you the brand spanking song that I wrote yesterday. I wrote the day before yesterday. I recorded it for my patrons yesterday. So last night I put it up on Patreon, and so it's not ever been performed live. The only person who has actually seen me perform this was Matt, who got to he got a live rendition of it when I finished writing it. So I had no plans on singing that tonight, but I just feel like it goes so well after Dream, because it is also about relationships, and something that I did after my separation and prior to getting out there and dating was I did a lot of work around relationships, specifically attachment styles, and I really delved into what makes relationships work, what makes them not work, and because I was obviously devastated after my marriage did not work. And you don't go into those things thinking that they're not going to work out or whatever. You go in there thinking that this is it, and I know that I brought things to the table that like insecurities and my own worldview and way of thinking that has since adjusted a lot. I guess that's part of growing up, isn't it? That you change the way that you think and you learn. And for me, one of those big things was learning about my attachment style, which there's four. There is anxious, avoidant, and then there's the holy grail, which is a secure attachment style, which I am not. And then there is the one that is the rarest and most difficult, which is anxious avoidant. So it's all the bad things about the anxious and all the bad things about the avoidant. And guess what I am? No, you don't have to guess, because I'll tell you, that's me, the most difficult one. Fun times. And so learning about that, and learning what I needed out of a relationship to feel secure and stable and give myself the best chance of healthy in a relationship was finding someone who was secure. Because for me, if I am with someone who is anxious, I get avoidant. And if I'm with someone who is avoidant, then I get anxious. So I'm very pendulum like that. Whereas if I'm with someone who's secure, there's nowhere to swing. I don't need to swing. I actually lean more towards secure. So if these are things that you have ever had to deal with, I highly recommend the book Attached. I sent the link out with the Patreon, with the song on Patreon as well. It's $15 it came out at the moment. I saw that was on special. So I wrote this song this week after a conversation with a family member who has the same issues as me in that regard, and who struggles with similar things as what I used to struggle with. And so I thought long and hard about what it was like for me when I was trying to navigate all of these relationships and freaking out by not knowing how to handle myself and not knowing how to handle people. And I wrote this. It's called Hard to Handle. I'm not good at knowing what I'm needing. Not that great at saying what I want. I think too much, I feel too hard. That cuts like glass when it's who you are. That's way too hard to handle. I'm not the best at sharing how I'm feeling. Half the time I overwhelm myself. I talk too much, but don't say enough. I want my space, but I need your love. And truth is that I'm way too hard to handle. I shut you out when I need you most. Push you away when I want you close. Trying to swim in the undertow. Scared you let me go. I've never been too comfortable with silence. It's like I wait for the other shoe to drop. I'll make you laugh, I'll play the clown, but don't get too deep, 'cause I'll let you drown when it gets too hard to handle. And I'm not used to trusting in connection. Ain't that easy when I can't trust myself. I push too hard 'cause I feel too soft. Just wanna feel like I measure up, but I still feel like I'm way too hard to handle. I get so lost that I'm barely there, shutting down 'cause I'm so damn scared. I fall apart when I know you care. Scared I'll lose control. I'm harder than steel, can't make up my mind. Harder than fire, can't make up my mind. I'm weak at the knees and colder than ice. Guess I know I'm dealing with some demons. Kind it's gonna take some time to shed. Got a tortured soul, but I'm showing up for a gift of grace I'm not worthy of, though it feels way too hard to handle. Doesn't mean that I'm too hard to handle. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Just maybe I'm not too hard to handle. There you go. And you know what's interesting? My partner Matt, he'll tell you actually that I'm not. I think that's because all of the difficulty is actually on the inside. It's not all on the outside. So if that is the song that you relate to, trust me, there is hope. There is hope. Now, I've got an email from Karen saying I'll be there. So I have yet to see Karen pop up in the emails. Are you there, Karen? Celia, thank you so much for my tip. Thank you very much, Celia. Hey Rob, how are you? Thanks, Phoenix. I appreciate it. Matt's not here. Wait. Can you see comments I can't see? I don't know. I can't. Yeah, no, I don't think so. All right. Let's sing another one, shall we? So that was a brand new one, Hard to Handle. And if you do like that song and you're not a patron, you could always sign up to be one. That's pretty easy to do. You just head over to patreon.com/Michelle Cashman. There's a link in the comments. I think I've pinned it to the top that has the link on it. And yes, you can sign up for as little as $3 a month, and there's over 80 songs in there that are unreleased and for patrons. And that one is yesterday's post, so it's quite easy to find. All right, but hot tip, don't sign up by downloading the app if you have an iPhone. Sign up on the actual browser. Because iPhone have introduced a new thing this November where if you sign up through the iOS app on the App Store, so if you download Patreon on the App Store and then you sign up inside the app, they take 30%. Isn't that wonderful? Because we need more of that. But if you can sidestep that entirely by just signing up on a laptop or a Android phone, or just use the browser, use Safari or whatever it is on your phone. You don't actually have to sign up through the App Store. So there you go. There's a hot tip for you. Now, I have never ever done this next song on guitar, ever. I wrote this on piano back in 2020, and I haven't sang it for a long time either. So this is going to be interesting, but it is called The Rabbit, and it's kind of like all about how we can get lost inside our head, that we can go down these rabbit warrens where you're just like looking for the next thing, and you're trying to solve the problems in your life, and you're trying to, you know, just make things better, make your relationships better, make your work life better, make the house better, make, you know, do all of these things. And you can get so lost and so caught up in what you want, and what you think is missing, that you miss what's actually in front of you, which is all the beauty that is in the world. And I got a bike recently, and I've been riding my bike every morning, and I'm making a conscious effort that, you know, I leave the house and I get on my bike and I look around for the things around me, plants, people's houses, the waterways in Sussex Inlet that are just stunning, looking at birds and, you know, just looking for the beauty around me. And I've been enjoying that. So without any further ado, this is The Rabbit. There's beauty left in the world. It's easier to see when your eyes are closed. Distractions aren't the be-all and end-all, the be-all and end-all. Sometimes they're just means to an end. There's beauty left in the world. It's easier to see when you're with your loved ones, the way they can light up the room with a smile. See it in the glimmer of joy in their eyes. Sometimes it's easy to get lost in what you think is missing what's in front of your face. We lose our focus when we're fretting for a better future. Better's just a rabbit you chase. There's beauty left in the world. It's easier to see when you take a breath, a moment to let your heart open. Let all the hope in, air out the dust in your soul. There's beauty left in the world. It's easier to see when you let yourself imagine the path is unfolding. That spark that you're holding, lift up your gaze to the light. Sometimes it's easy to get lost in what you think is missing what's in front of your face. We lose our focus when we're fretting for a better future. Better's just a rabbit you chase. There's beauty left in the world. It's easier to see when your eyes are open. You know that you grow where you planted, but please understand that if you're not a tree, you can move. You've the freedom to go where you choose. Just listen inside for the truth. That rabbit's got nothing on you. Very different. I like that. I like it. That's good. Happy days. What's going on? The new songs. Yeah, no, it's I'm in a really good place. I had, like, if you're talking about the one I wrote last month, so the Patreon song of the month last month was called Cliff and Canyon, and I'll play it for you next. Now, that came from a situation kind of in my work life where, you know, things weren't going well, and I was really feeling taken for granted, and I knew that something had to give, like something really had to give, and so I kept putting it off because I'm being a casual, and if I was dropping 2/3 of my workload, then there's nothing to replace that. It was just like a feeling like I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that's where Cliff and Canyon came from. Rock and a hard place, Cliff and Canyon. And thankfully, I did make the decision to just take a leap of faith and drop 2/3 of my workload, and it's been great. It obviously came with some challenges, but I've replaced work pretty quickly, and it's given me a little bit more time to get back into music, and it's coincided with my hand being better around the same time, so you know, things work out, right? So I'm actually in a really good place, so that's handy. So I'm going to play that for you right now. Rabbit, yeah, rabbit's throbbing through my mind. I'm setting traps. You do that, Deb. I think that's a great idea. Get 'em. Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. Yeah, it had a different feel. Whereas I think the piano one was dun 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 or something like that. You know, who knows? But let's do Cliff and Canyon now. I'm feeling so much emptiness inside, battling this war within my mind, and my heart feels like it's racing double time. Air feels like I'm buried here alive. Chest feels like it's closing in. I don't wanna live like this. I don't wanna change. I don't wanna leave right now, but I don't wanna stay. Caught between the cliff and canyon, nowhere left to turn. I wanna set it all on fire and watch it burn. Now I don't have the strength to yell and shout, or kick and scream to find my own way out. But how do I know what I'm doing now? Gotta find a way to catch my breath somehow, 'cause my world feels like it's crashing down. I don't wanna live like this. I'm too broke to change. I don't wanna leave right now, but I don't wanna stay. Caught between the cliff and canyon, nowhere left to turn. I wanna set it all on fire and watch it burn. I'm invisible, barely holding on, just frozen here, standing on the edge. It feels impossible, can't find a way at all. Just keep slipping straight toward the ledge, and I can barely make a sound. It's such a long way down. I don't want to live like this. I don't want to change. I don't want to leave right now, but I don't want to stay. Caught between the cliff and canyon, nowhere left to turn. I want to set it all on fire and watch it burn. There you go. There's that. Yes, it was just, I think that I was doing way too much, and yeah, that's not good for anybody. But yeah, so that really compounds. And I wasn't home. Like 3 nights a week I was away from my family, and it was, I think, I really don't cope. I was feeling like an imposter in my own home, and yeah, I wouldn't say that was fun. Don't do it. So thankfully there's been some changes, and it's been a very, very good thing. So what do we got? It's 7:46. Holy moly, that went fast, didn't it? Yes. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you very much. Oh, candles. Four hours. I've only had 4 hours. This is Deb. Work this week and I'm exhausted. I have to cut back hours. Yes. Oh, good. I'm hoping that things work out for you. It can be really hard because, you know, we've all got to do what pays the bills, and you know, sometimes it's just that you're balancing between what's physically capable versus what you need to survive. And I think that there's a lot of people in the same boat at the moment. It's a tough time for a lot of people right now. All right, let's go with candles. No. Let's finish. Let's finish on candles. All right, we'll finish on candles. That's a good one to finish on. So let's do a song that I wrote in 2021 called "These Are the Hopes I Have for You." Now, if you're watching the replay, I don't know if this is on my Grace album or not. I can't remember. I don't listen to my own albums. But when I wrote this song, I actually wrote it and thought about so many different people in my life. I've moved around since I was a little kid, really. I've been to many different schools. I've lived in many different suburbs. I've had different neighbours, different communities, different teachers, different, you know, even different best friends and friendship circles. And so there's been a lot of people in my life that have kind of come in for a season and then gone out again. And it's not for lack of loving those people or them not loving me or anything like that. It's just that, you know, time and space is a thing that impacts us all. And yeah, when you move away and there's long distances and all of that kind of stuff, life gets busy, right? And I was thinking about all of these different people and my friends, and just thinking about them and hoping that they were well. I was hoping that they're doing well, you know. I really love like reunions and stuff like that. I've been to all the reunions for my school because I love catching up with people that I haven't seen in like forever, and hearing about where they're at and what they're doing. And yeah, these were all of the things that I thought of while I was thinking about all of this. So it's called "These Are the Hopes I Have for You." And this goes to all you guys tonight as well. These are also the hopes that I have for you. I hope you're happy. I hope you're well. I hope your stories always find someone to tell. I hope you're smiling from ear to ear. I hope that hope will always drive away your fear. I hope that time will treat you kind. I hope regrets will never even cross your mind. And when life gets hard, I hope you don't lose heart. I hope you know it's true. These These are the hopes I have for you. I hope that things are looking up. I hope your heart will always find someone to love. I hope you're laughing, that you know joy. I hope you find a peace this world cannot destroy. I hope that fate will light your way. I hope that sunshine always leads you through the rain. And when life gets hard, I hope you don't lose heart. I hope you know it's true. These are the hopes I have for you. I hope you never take for granted all the love that's in your life. Sometimes it's hard to see what matters, but don't let that darkness leave you blind. And when life gets hard, I hope you don't lose heart. I hope you know you're loved and that you don't give up. I hope you know it's true. These are the hopes I have for you. These are the hopes I have for you. These are the hopes I have for you. There you go. That's for you guys and for everyone else that I was thinking about when I wrote that song. And Chris, I don't know if you're still there, but would you reckon would you have referred to me as a neighbour? I know it was like across a highway, but I feel like that's kind of how we met, was being neighbourinies. It's on one of the albums. Yeah, that's yeah, I wasn't sure. But yes, so the reason I say that is because if there's songs, if you're watching the replay, some of the songs get muted. So if they've been released to Spotify or whatever, Facebook flags them as a copyright issue. Even though I wrote them and this is my page, that's just what happens. You're so welcome. And I'm glad. Yes, Stuart, yes. We do have them for each other. It's really good. Cameron, I have not touched that pedal at all. And it's because when I injured my finger, and I also packed the whole entire studio up to paint it, it's been put aside with the rest of all of my guitar things, and so it's only been last week that I've been unpacking everything and putting it all back into the studio. But it is once the final bit of painting has been done, then I can start putting things away and unpacking, and I'm very much looking forward to getting into it and playing with my toys, and getting some really I don't know. I lost my train of thought entirely. Sorry. Getting some sounds. Yeah. I don't even know how to word what I was thinking, so I'm just going to stop right there. You can tell when I'm getting to an hour. Like, it's almost like that's the sweet spot for my brain. I get to 10-2 and what I go to say just finds a place in my brain and dies. Anyway, we're going to do candles for the last song of the night. Thank you very, very much to those of you who put a tip in my jar, and a huge shout out to my amazing patrons who support my work and who are legends. I love you guys. Thank you. And to anyone who would like to join us over on Patreon, please do. Just don't sign up via an Apple app. Sign up via a browser, and if you get stuck, or you just send me an email. I will help. MichelleCashman.com is the best way to find me. Yes, there we go. I think that's all I need to say right now, because my brain does not want to brain anymore. Oh, Deborah, you need to share your toys with us. You need to, I need some photos, please, and some descriptions. Thank you. Good night, Bet. Good night, Stuart. Good night, Sandra. Good night, Celia. Good night, Cameron. Good night, Deb. Thanks, everybody, for joining tonight. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have an audience. Hey, John, have you been there the whole time, or are you just rocked up now for the last song? This is Candles, and I think it's always an appropriate reminder to not try and do all of the things all at once. Take things a little easy, and try and take a breath, slow down. I'm going to finish this song, and I'm going to go and cook some dinner because I'm starving. I've been chasing dreams for just as long as I remember. I like the smell, the start of spring, right in the dawning of September. There's a feeling in the air like the inception of a quiet revolution. I've played my hands and held my cards, clutched them tightly to my chest, without a single moment's silence in my heart or in my head. But now the clarity is being born, even in the midst of that confusion. Maybe all I need is here and now. Maybe all the dust just needs some time to settle down. Time to take a breath and let my feet firmly touch the ground. Instead of burning candles from both ends, I'll blow the bastards out. I've been rushing through my days like I was running out of time, racing through the matrix, missing moments in my life. But I'm realizing lately that there must be more to life than moving mountains. I've been pushing past my limits, always paddling upstream, while my career and my commitments get the better part of me. Now it's time I took a moment to revel in the life and love around me. Maybe all I need is here and now. Maybe all the dust just needs some time to settle down. Time to take a breath and let my feet firmly touch the ground. Instead of burning candles from both ends, I'll blow the bastards out. I've been chasing dreams for just as long as I remember, like the smell of surfing sunscreen in the middle of December. There's a feeling in the air like the inception of a quiet revolution. There you go. That's the end. That's the end of my live stream. I will see you next week. And I will let you know exactly when that is via email if you are on my mailing list at michellcashman.com if you want to go over there and join that. Yeah, I know, right? Romper room. I feel like that every week. I'm like, hello, John. All right. Have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you guys hopefully sooner rather than later.